hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you're listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the podcast about Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. And we are in the middle, smack dab in the middle of a small arc. This is Death Part 8, in which secrets are revealed. Finally, usually it's just slices of life. And it's still a slice of life today, but so many secrets are revealed, so many mysteries are put in sunlight, let's say, are put out in sunlight, and we find out what kind of things we don't know about and what kind of knowledge there is to learn about the dream. And today is no different. Today, the Red Dragon reveals a lot about herself, so let's just listen. And if you've missed the last 7 episodes, listen to them. You're missing out on big reveals and big mysteries, okay? Now, episode 172, Death Part 8, The Dragon's Story. Joy's age 3, told by the Red Dragon. Dragon Little tucked herself in her cot in her cabin on Bonny's revenge. The stolen pirate ship rested on the endless ocean of her father's dream. I rested on the water as well. My body, slightly larger than the ship, floats on water. My eye peered through Dragon Little's cabin so we could see each other. Ready? Ready! She was so excited, but even until the last moment I did not know what story I could tell her. I have never really heard children's stories, for my childhood was one of slavery. The only stories I felt I could tell were things that have happened to me. But none of them were really fit for a child who had not yet lost her innocence about how awful the world of the dream can be. Except, yes. All right, little one, I will tell you a real story. It is a story that happened to me once. Do you remember that I had captors who told me what to do and who beat me when I refused? Dragon Little nodded. She and her father freed me from them, after all, less than a year earlier. That is how we had met. Well, there was a time when I had met a friend. Not a dragon friend like me, and not a human friend like your father, but a friend. And I liked him very much. He promised he would rescue me, but of course that would be a very hard task. Then one day my captors found out about him. They caught him, and they ordered me, to kill him with my fire. What did you do? Dragon Little whispered, hugging her blanket tighter. I had no choice, little one. They would kill him anyway. They would kill me anyway, or even worse, if I refused. So I told them I would do it. You didn't want to? Of course not. And if you killed him, could he come back? This was, after all, what this day was all about. I shook my head. No, and not because I loved him. That is not true of dragons. That is only true of little dragons like you. She smiled. He was a different creature, and like dragons, if he died, he could not be brought back. So what did you do? I told him I would do it, and then I flew closer. He looked right into my eyes. I winked at him in the last second, then I opened my mouth and chomp! I ate him. You what? Now, don't panic, my sweet Dragon Little. He was fine. I'd closed my mouth all around him and hid him in my mouth. I gnashed my teeth as if I was eating him. Then I swallowed, careful not to swallow him, and I looked proudly at my captors. They were impressed. That night I released my friend and hid him from that point on, and in the following morning my captors trusted me more than ever. They allowed me to get farther and farther away, and I did, until soon afterwards I escaped with my friend. And then you ran away here, and they chased you, and we rescued you? That's right. Triangle smiled and wriggled in bed, making herself more comfortable. That's a nice story, Red. Too bad you can't be here tomorrow. I nodded. I am sorry, little one, but I will return when your father and you really need me. Good night. Good night. She closed her eyes, and I waited a few minutes until she fell asleep. Most of that story was true, at least the parts of it that I could tell her. I'd omitted quite a bit, but that is a tale for another day. Once she was asleep, I waited a bit more, and then, well, tomorrow I will tell you how I ended the day. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, Red's first days, the Red Dragon. And so we find out just a little bit more about Red and her life before Joy and Justin, and what she did, and how she got away, and her friend. And there's one more story to be told about Red, and that's tomorrow. So come back to episode 173. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more.